What is up, everybody? I'm back with my episodic MythCraft review. We're on episode 14, Déjà Soup. Déjà Soup. Try to say that 5 times real fast. Who comes up with the episode names? Is it Kyle or is it I don't know. But yeah. Campaign 1, episode 14, Déjà Soup. We immediately start off with Thistle and Lucian. They head off to get soup. They talk a little bit, and Thistle says she's hungry and that they want to get something to eat. Lucian and Thistle, fun dynamic group. I need more Lucian and Thistle together. And I just love how serious Thistle takes everyone and how not serious Lucian is. So while they're walking, they spot Keres just randomly on the street. So Andy's back. Keres is back. They spot Keres just kind of like in these old tattered clothes, kind of like sneaking about. I think Thistle spotted her tail first. Then Thistle runs up to Keres and is like, "Oh my God, where have you been?" And everybody's just like, "Keres, what? You're just on the street?" Keres immediately is like, "Where's everybody? I need to go talk to the queen. There's something's going on." And Thistle kind of fills Keres in about what happened. And Keres is like, "Where is everyone? Where's Harlow? Where's Hildegard? Where's Friend? And she kind of gets upset with Lucian, like, "You should have kept them safe while I was gone." And Lucian was like, "You were gone." There was some tension there. I think they did a really good job of handling the tension between Keres and Lucian because, like, Keres and Lucian were friends. They are friends. And Lucian was hurt by Keres leaving and not even saying nothing to him. Because all in all, don't think Lucian would have tried to stop Keres if it was something they really had to do. But I also understand the player aspect of Andy probably had to do something and she was going to be out for a couple of weeks and they had to keep the show going. I don't know. I remember when this happened and I asked her, I was like, "Hey, is this part of the story or did you just have to dip out?" And I feel like she gave me a customer service answer of it was part of the story, but I think, whatever. Not getting into anybody's personal business, but, just whatever. Anyway, Keres again says again that they need to talk to the queen. And I actually asked the question in chat. Let's see if that was brought up. Nope. Keres brought "I'm sorry" gifts for everybody, and I think they gave Thistle her gift, and then they told Lucian, "If you want your gift, come with me to see the queen." So Lucian is like, "All right, fine, cool. I'll go see the queen with you." As they are walking on their way to the queen, they bump into Nathan's new character, Tomen. Big, buff, tall dude with a lot of polearms. And they talk to him for a bit and he decides to tag along. I made a joke about this in the Discord, but I feel like Nathan, when there's a point where Kyle says, "I can kill you guys all with strength checks because nobody's strong in this group." And Nathan was like, "All right, bet." So he makes this big buff character that probably can't fail strength checks. They finally meet up with the queen. She demands to know why Keres left and were they the reason that this attack happened. Keres, says, "I had nothing to do with that. I had my own thing going on." Apparently there was some kind of like tournament of power. The winner there are all these champions and the winner has to sacrifice themselves to their lord, which for Keres was the emperor. and Keres won, but something happened where she didn't line up to what was going on with this. Excuse me. With what was happening, so they ran away. Yeah, because the Emperor had to like bathe in their blood or something. Oh, I just put something together. Oh, I just put something together. Anyway, but I don't know if that was just like, hey, we need a reason why Keres was gone, or that's really why Keres was gone. But I mean, like, you wouldn't make a story without. Yeah. Anyway, I just put something together. But anyway, where was I? I got completely distracted. So the Queen decides to give Keres another chance. And if she messes up this time, the Queen is just going to kill her. The Queen, with all her ferocity, is going to end Keres. So the Queen leaves and they go talk. They end up talking to the Dean. And the Dean is like, hey, you guys need to resupply. I know a shop that it's basically like Walmart. You go get whatever you need. They got health potions. They got weapons. Anything you need. They have all that. So they head to the shop. And we get introduced to Tanner's new character. An old man with a ferret around his neck. We also get introduced to Cody's new character. He gets stabbed by something, turns invisible, and immediately runs off. I think he's playing like a little gnomish character. The little tiny guy. So this really has homebrew vibes. That's one thing I thought was real cool about the homebrew. The first campaign. I forgot what it's called. But they had like two characters and they met up eventually, and every player had two characters. It was real cool. They were on like different sides of the world, and then they finally met up. So I always thought like that was like the homebrews thing, but I guess the homebrews thing is that they homebrew. But I mean, MythCraft is a homebrew podcast, but not. I don't know. I can't even remember if they say this is a homebrew network podcast or something at the beginning. But anyway, they got two characters now. Everybody except Thistle, Keres. Thistle and Keres are the only people who do not have two characters at this moment. But so Tanner gets his character introduced. He immediately wants to join them because he doesn't want to be alone. He's just an old man running a shop by himself, and he's like, "Hey, I can tag along. I can hang out. You know, I can get around. I still got some spry in this giddy up." So for some whatever reason, they all decide to head off to the tavern to get some soup, and that was the episode. So one thing that was funny is like Thistle was just like really hungry throughout this whole episode, and they were like, I just want some soup. I just want some food. I just want some soup. God, when are we going to get to the soup? So I like this episode, and I dislike this episode, and nothing like serious like what they did. I just hate reintroducing new characters. I hate when players die or players split up and you have to like give a reason for this character to want to join this group. In which, if you could just turn your brain off from the immersion and the story of being like, oh, and kind of metagame for a second and be like, these are new their player died, their character died, they have to have a new character and they have to have a reason to join. And just kind of accept that, it's all good. But when you're like, these people just met, hasn't even been a day yet, and they're about to go off and fight a war or go off and save some people they've never even met before, and it's not like, you know, that's how D&D goes. Like, you want to keep the story going, you want to keep your story going, but when character deaths inevitably happen, or when a character can't make it, or you have to introduce a new player, it just sucks sometimes, because it's just like, this new character, why would they do this? So, but I do think they did a good job of like Tomen is this kind of mercenary type thing, and he was like, maybe the queen will pay me. And then Gordon Blue, that's Tanner's character's name, he just doesn't want to be alone, and like everybody knows what that feels like. So like I can understand it. I can turn my brain off enough. You gave me a little simple reason, and I can like move up with that, and we can continue on the adventure of these new characters. But yeah, I just personally hate that, like, reintroducing, because it's just like, I like the old characters though. Anyway, enough rambling. This is a good pivot point to like getting into what's happening and reintroducing new characters, reintroducing old characters, introducing new characters, reintroducing old characters, and getting to what's going to happen next. Definitely 7 out of 10 for me. Definitely a 7 out of 10 for me. I enjoyed this episode. I really thought Thistle was funny. I don't ever not think Thistle is funny. Thistle is... I like Gordon Blue too. Mal and Tanner are hilarious. Everybody's hilarious in their own way. But man, Mal playing Thistle and Tanner playing Gordon Blue is hilarious. Like, I love Thistle's like curiosity and antics and stuff, and then just everything Tanner does is hilarious. But I really can't wait to see where this goes. I'm gonna have to throw my theory out there in chat because it's a little spoilerly. But yeah. Again, as always, check them out in the Discord. They're friendly people. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let me know what else. I need to, bit of an update. I need to start recording about new podcasts. I got to do Worlds Beyond Numbers. Got to get back on Warlock. So any recommendations that you guys want me to review, let me know. I just started listening to Not Another D&D podcast, and that's like 80 episodes. I'm not going to do episodic review, but I am going to do a review on that also. And whew, it's rough. It's rough. But anyway, as always, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in to Miles TV. You guys have a nice night. Bye.